reliance of Herceptin and Projecta that the pharmaceutical companies have produced. And the pharmaceutical companies, by the way, have come up with a lower drugs. Sub-Sahara, when you look at Nigeria, Nigeria is one of those countries that was grateful enough that they negotiated that the drugs be lower. But even though it is lower, those drugs are still out of the reach of thousands of women that are diagnosed every year. So every year, if 100,000 women are diagnosed with cancer, how many of those women can afford the drugs that you need to take to stay alive? So I want to appeal to the government, to the Minister of Health, to my National Assembly legislators, particularly those that are in charge of oversight in National Assembly for the health sector. I am appealing to you that I am a survivor because I fought like hell to be alive. And I also had angels that believed in me. And I am appealing to you to come up with those policies, to come up with those legislative documents that can make those drugs affordable to us. Now, so many people have said to me, Choma, how do you deal with COVID-19 being a stage 4 cancer survivor? How have you been able to live within the pandemic? I mask up, I wash my hands, and I do practice social distance. As a cancer survivor, stage 4, it is no longer about anybody else around me that is asymptomatic. It is about me that has put my body at risk, in stress, and I survived. I don't want to put my body in another stress. So if I was diabetic, I would be in trouble. I'm a cancer survivor, so when I tell people to mask up around me, sometimes they get angry, but you know what? When I explain it to them, they comply. So that's how I deal with the pandemic. You know, it's interesting. It's only a woman that understands her body best. And for some of us, whether it's in our quiet moment, the first thing, any woman that is watching this, it's really important to do self-examination. Self-examination, you put your right hand up, you put your hand here, and you cups your breast, and you feel as if there is a lump. Is there a lump? Is there a lump? Do you feel this? Do you feel this? That is the first step. If you feel any lump, you have the responsibility, not to yourself, but to your family, to your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your children, your husband, your co-workers. You have that responsibility to get tested, to do a mammogram. You know, I always say to women, having cancer for me is the best thing that has ever happened to me. I embrace it because I've become a better person. There is an urgency to life. I am more aware of my mortality. I have to be kinder because God has been so good to me. So having cancer, ladies and gentlemen, it is never a death sentence. It is the beginning of an amazing life that God has written for you. It's so interesting. When I found out that I had cancer, and then I found out the drugs I was taking, like Herceptin, I went online and I saw what food should I eat if I'm taking Herceptin or Projecta. So I have completely changed my lifestyle. I would tell you that prior to cancer, I was heavier. I was a little fatter. I didn't pay attention. I ate all junk food. I have a sweet tooth. But surviving cancer made me have a change of lifestyle. I eat well. I eat proper. I eat vegetables. I'm very aware of what goes inside my mouth. So I do ginger, I do garlic, I do vegetables, green tea, vegetable soup, salads. Nigeria is the best because this is organic. It's organic in nature, which means that it's on the earth. It comes from the soil. I don't eat meat. I eat stockfish. I eat fish, and I love snails. Snails have amazing anti-cancer fighting agents. And so it's been highly recommended, and luckily I love it, so I eat a lot of snails. So the food is one of the things that I've changed, and I feel that you are what you eat. And because I've changed my eating, it's giving me more energy, so I've started running half marathon. I work out. When I got into my 50s, I wanted to look 30. And I knew that I had to work out. And so that's sort of the lifestyle things that I have incorporated in my life. And I continue to say that getting cancer was really the best thing that has ever happened to me. It has made me such a better person. I am more driven in my work, in everything that I do. And I'm so very appreciative of the privilege that I have to live on this earth. It is a privilege. It is no longer a right for me.
I don't think in gender boxes at all. I just get on with it.
A man that would dare to ask the wife, who do you think you are? That is a real man.
In fact, our husbands are our firstborns. The husband needs more attention than even the children.
It's not only about work, it's not only about family. They need to take the time to look after themselves, and we don't do that.
They took my money, I paid every fees. I never asked to be hoisted as a governor. I wanted to be allowed to go out there and contest for the position of governorship candidate first.
There's nothing greater than looking back and seeing that while you were aspiring, you were able to inspire others.
Empower to women.
Yes.
We need to have more women, more multitaskers around Nigeria to get Nigeria working.
Definitely. Amazing story, isn't it? And it's quite touching. For me, I have learned a whole lot. I've learned to stay overboard. No matter what I meet, I'll never be deterred. I'll keep looking forward. I'll keep staying focused. And I want to believe you're doing the same. Choma just recently turned 59 and living with cancer, it's amazing. Let's learn from her story and, apply it in different facets of our lives. Be it your work, your relationship, whatever it is, your health, very important. We should all apply what we have learned today and move on. And just before I go, I'd like to remind all of us that whatever is what, ensure you love yourself a little bit more. Do the self-examination, and when it is possible, please go for a thorough checkup. You never can tell. You might just be saving your life ahead of time. I'll see you again next week when I bring you another exciting personality. Once again, I am Elizabeth Abuja. Stay safe.